Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the third part of our webinar series. This is the part about the cTrader as usual, because the title of our meeting is Become the cTrader Master. And today we are going to talk about the cool features that the cTrader has in the platform, in the trading software that will make your trading easier, that will make decision-making process easier, and possibly even if you, of course, learn how to do it more profitable. So what are we going to talk about today is trading essential. What is it? How to deal with this? How to use it? When can you use it properly? All of this information will be provided today for you. So before we will just begin, as you can see, I'm on the main side of the TopFX broker. Let me just take a look at our screen to see if everyone can hear me properly and if everything is okay. So let me just see the chat. Is everything all right? Is everything as it should be? Can you see my screen? Can you see my? Can you hear me? Can you see my screen? Can anyone answer? All good. Thank you very much. Thanks, Mark. So let me just go back to this slide presentation. And okay, this is our partner. This is the partner of the meeting, of course, TopFX broker. We will talk about the current promotions later on. This is the main webpage of the TopFX. However, we will, of course, switch straight on to the cTrader trading platform. If you don't know how to start the cTrader trading platform, let me just show you that. I will just switch to the full screen mode. There you go. If you don't know, just one more thing. If you don't know where to start, you just have to input this web address here, ct.topfx.com, and you should be able to connect to the cTrader. Of course, you need to log in. You need to provide your login and password, and then you can log into your trading account. So let me just switch to the full screen mode. There you go. And let me just recap what we have been talking about during the last two meetings. We've been talking about mainly about all of the cool features that the cTrader has already, about the left-hand side panel, about the right-hand side panel, about the chart and what you can do about it, and of course about this slide feature at the bottom, which is called Trade Watch. And we talk about the markets and orders, and especially about the different orders you can input to the trading platform. You can place on the trading platform, which is the market order, limit order, stop order, and stop limit order. All of the differences and the practical ways to use this orders were explained in the video number 2. So today I would like to follow with another features of the cTrader, and I would like to show you guys some cool practical features that you can use in your trading, because as far as I know, all of you are eventually interested in making money in trading, in investing. So one of the coolest feature that the cTrader by TopFX has inside of every account is something which is called Trading Central. So where you can find this Trading Central feature. As you can see on your right hand side, there is kind of a menu with a symbol, DOM, calendar, auto charts, and news. We will talk about it later on, but we will take it step by step. So today we will go a little bit lower. We will pass the depth of the market and stop here on the Trading Central menu. Let's just click on it to see what will happen. As you can see straight on, you got the a panel that says, of course, something like intraday and something like a date, and you can see you can buy something here, and the quantity, and what's the target, what's the pips, what's the pip value. Everything here is, of course, according to the specifications of the Trading Central, which means basically, what is the Trading Central? The Trading Central is like it's a way to use the signals based on the technical analysis that are implemented directly to the cTrader platform and are very much tradable, and you can see them, of course, straight on here on the chart. So basically, what do we have here? We have two types of the signals. For example, we have the intraday signal, and if you click on it, we got short-term signals, right? On the right, you got the date and the time when this signal has been published. Okay, so the intraday signal is, of course, for the intraday trading. So that means you got like one trading day or one trading session to enter and close the position. And the last Trading Central signal was issued at 16th of the November 2022 at 5 p.m., basically 5:02 p.m. So if you want to see what it says exactly, what is that signal, you need to click here on show the description. So basically, what do you have here is like, where do you trade first? Where do you trade? You trade on the euro dollar. Okay, so you trade on the euro dollar. Let me just close this one. You got the euro dollar chart here. You trade on the euro dollar. You are looking at the euro dollar, and you have found some Trading Central analysis and some kind of a signal. So what they say, our pivot is 1.0360, and our preferences are long positions above 1.0360. So that's the pivot level, with targets at 1.0440 and 1.0480 in extension. Alternative scenario below 1.0360, look for the future downside with targets at 1.0330 and 1.0295 as targets. So the comment, RSI lacks downward momentum. And of course, you got the support and resistance. You can put them on the chart. And this was issued by the head of the research at the Trading Central, Remy Gassin. Okay, so that's the description. And at the very bottom here, you got, of course, the source. You got all of the legal things here, like you risk warning, disclaimer, and copyright. Okay, that's obviously here. And on the bottom left, there's open chart. If you click on it, as you can see, another chart opens. However, you got all of these levels already on the chart, so you can close your previous chart, whatever that would be. And let me just switch it to the, let's say, 1 hour chart. So I just switch to this. Okay, so this is 1 hour chart, and all of my levels are on this chart, including the target level, as they said, for long positions, because the preference is the long positions above 1.0360. So basically, the current price is 1.0369. So basically 1.0370. So as long as market trades above this level, the signal, the research, the analysis done at 5:02 prefers long positions. So if you want to trade this signal, what you have to do is to set the quantity. If you want to take the quantity, okay, let's do the 1 mini lot. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, 1 mini lot is 10,000 units or something. Okay, so we are going to trade 1 mini lot. As you can see, the pip value is $1. A trade value is 10,399 for a buy. Commission required 27 cents, and margin required $20. My margin is 10,807, so I think I qualified for the margin requirement. And if it looks good, I'll just click on the trading quantity 1 mini lot. And what I'm going to do now is to set the stop loss minus 10 pips. Okay, so I don't want to do the big like a bigger big wide, let's say wide stop loss. The take profit has been set automatically at 1.0480. Okay, because this is the target in the research analysis in the signal 1.0480 in extension. So the maximum take profit level has been set already. If I click buy for a quick trade, there you go. As you can see, 0.1 lot has been placed on the market. Right now, I'm trading this position. There you go. 1.0480 is stop loss is placed here. Sorry, take profit is placed here. Stop loss is 10 pips under, and this is how it looks from the point of view of the euro-dollar intraday trade. Please remember that this trade is valid just for the one session. Basically, you can say it's no longer valid than 24 hours because it's an intraday trade, which is why I'm using very narrow stop loss, only 10 pips. And in case the market goes really strong up, the target, I even placed the target on the extension level at 1.0480. I can, of course, move it a little bit lower or something like this, but I don't want to play with this right now. So we will leave it like this. Of course, there is another target. You can see this is the first target, 1.0440, which is exactly here. And this is the extension target. On the other hand, as I say, the alternative scenario, if we break below the pivot level, which is 1.0360, okay, if we break below this level, the scenario says that the market should go further downside towards 1.0330 and 1.0295. So those levels are on the screen as well. For now, we are playing the long side to the upside. Okay, so we can click here on the information window. This is position info window, and what do we see here? Exactly what we expect to see. Our status of our trade is open, margin used $20.74. There is current stop loss is, as you can see, 1.0360, top take profit 1.0480, and everything looks normal, everything looks fine. You can modify this order by clicking on the modify position, and you can do whatever you want here in terms of the managing the stop loss, managing the take profit. For example, let's do the stop loss for this is for $20. So if I want $20 stop loss, let's say 19.5, there you go. I can change my position, and there you go. Confirmation window appears, the stop loss of the position with ID. This one was successfully modified. Okay, I'm fine with this. So now I close this one, and as you can see, my stop loss is a little bit wider than it was before. So it doesn't look actually that bad for the intraday trading. Let's see what do we have for the short-term trading. The short-term trading says that the pivot is the parity level of pivot is the level of 1, And if you, of course, we have the explanation here, the research done and analysis done by the Trading Central. Long positions above one in the short term, long positions above the parity level are preferred, with targets at 610 and 785 in the extension. So pretty much very nice targets for this research. Alternate scenario that if we break below the parity level is around, it's way below here. Look for further downside with 9,720 pips and 9,530 pips as the targets. And you got all of the support and resistances here. And of course, if you click open chart, it will open the chart. This is a day, this is a 1 hour chart. Let's say it's a short term. Let's open the, in that case, daily time frame chart, because it's a short term. So let's do this. And as you can see here, you got every information and every level provided here available already on the chart window. So if you zoom out, you can see that you got the targets, extension, the first target, the extension targets, you got the pivot, which is the blue one, you got the first target to the downside and the secondary target to the downside as well. And the rule is exactly the same. So you need to place the quantity of your trade. Of course, it can be whatever you want to, whatever you want it to be. It can be 1 mini lot, it can be 1 full lot, it can be, you know, 1 micro lot, for example, no problem. And if you trade the signal, the preference is long positions, which is why there is a buy here, because this is a preferred scenario. This is the preferred result of the analysis, buy, which is why if I click here buy, of course the market will open the position in the exactly as I showed you before. So that's no difference here. And this is very cool feature for the cTrader, because it shows you everything you need, right? Everything you could possibly need for the successful trading. You got entry level, above what level this research is, this analysis is valid. You got all of your targets, you got all of your stop losses here, according to your, of course, according to your risk preferences. Some people prefer wider stop losses, some people prefer tighter stop losses, so you can of course modify it. However, the take profit is being placed automatically, so that's nice. What else? You got the alternative scenario. If the market does something quite different, there is a scenario for the downside. So basically, you can trade the long positions, you can trade the short positions. So long are buy, short are sell, of course. However, the preference according to this analysis and research is, of course, here, long positions on the euro. But there's explanation. There's very interesting explanation here. Let's go back to the intraday. Let's go back to the intraday. Let's just switch it to back to 1 hour. Okay. So what do you have here? Okay, is the explanation that in the comment section, the RSI lacks downward momentum. Let's take a look into this. Let's dig a little bit further into that comment. The RSI lacks downward momentum. What does it actually mean? Let me just explain it to you so you can have a full understanding of the situation and on the explanation, and maybe you know, like a commentary of the Trading Central research. So what we are going to do is we are going to put an indicator. So you click here and you want to find the RSI. So let's just find the maybe there will be relative strength index, RSI. So you want this, and don't mess with this settings here. It's very nice setting, close to 14 periods. So basically, in very simple way, what it does, this oscillator RSI is a relative strength index that looks back 14 periods back to draw this kind of a line. This line will be yellow on my chart. So on a daily time frame chart, it will look back 14 days, and as a base, as a source for the indication, he will use close price. On a 1 hour chart, it will look 14 hours back. So let's just put it on the screen, and there you have it. This is the RSI on your screen. So what it says, the RSI lacks downward momentum. So at the time they issued this kind of a research, it was today, of course, 2:05. So this is about that kind of an hour, and it looks like indeed we broke from the level of 40 here, and we go up and up and up and up and up. So the market, of course, as you can see, we're going higher and higher. So after the test of some kind of a level, so we'll talk about it later, we got a bounce again to the upside. Right now, about 3-4 hours after this signal was issued, we got a little bit of a downward momentum. However, we are just coming back to the level of the 50. So what we need actually, let me just take a look if I can place the line here. This is the line of 50, and that's a very, very important line. Okay, so anything above the level of 50 to 70 or 80 is a upward momentum and positive territory when the bulls are in control of the market. Okay, anything below the level of 50 towards the level of 40, 30, and 20 is a negative territory when the market trades to the downside. So the downward momentum is present, and the bears are in control of the market. Level of 50 itself is a neutral level. So very often you can see that the market, for example, goes up a little bit lower, hovers around the level of 50, and then shoots straight up towards the level of 70, for example. Then, of course, there's a correction, it goes down, and then again, shoots up, hovers around the level of 50, breaks it, tests it, and goes back above the level of 50, again into the positive territory. So the upward momentum is present on this market. As you can see, during this, as long as the market is above the level of 50, this research is valid. Of course, it can break for a moment below the level of 50, but it needs to go back very, very, very quickly, and it cannot break below the level of 1.0360. So we broke up below this level. As you can see here, this breakout to the downside, right below the level of 50, was made during this candle. However, we bounced back up. So what we need now is the RSI to bounce up, hovers around the level of 50, and then bounce back up. And then what we will see here, we will see that we are still above the level of 1.0360, and the market is gaining the momentum again. So regaining the momentum basically to the upside. So the upper momentum is being manifested on the chart. Okay, I hope that everything is clear from my explanation of this comment, right? Why basically this is generally why they issued this research. Okay, there is explanation, our preferences, alternative scenario, and the comment is, of course, the RSI lacks downward momentum, which is why preference is long position, because we want to, of course, use this area between 50 and 70 positive territory, upward momentum, to, of course, to do to see some upward movement as well, right? So we want to use this upward movement to enter the long positions. So that's the euro dollar. Let's leave it, okay? Let's leave it. Let's change the market. Let's change the market to okay, cable. Okay, let's change the market to cable. As you can see, my chart switched back to the switch back to the cable, because I used to in the previous example trade and I used to show you guys all of the cool features of the cTrader on the cable. However, let me just click here on the Trading Central again, and what do we have here again? Intraday, short term research. Intraday says buy again. Let's see the description. Pivot stands for 1.1833, so that's the pivot, the blue one. Very nice level, very nice level, if you know what I'm talking about. Our preferences long above, and support is 1.1988. Alternative scenario below 1.1833, 1.7070, 1.7032. So 1.70, 1.7032. The targets to the downside if 1.1833 is clearly violated. Comment: the RSI is above the level of 50, which is correct because the RSI is at 55. Let me just put the line on this on the screen because it's easier to see it. There you go. The level of 50 is here. RSI is above the level of 50. The MACD is positive and below the signal, the signal line, and as you can see, there's more explanation. The pair could retrace, and the pair is trading under the 20-period moving average. So the 20-period moving average, but above its 50-period moving average. So that's another strategy, that's another technique how to use the moving averages. And I bet that if you put 20 periods moving average on the chart and then 50 periods moving average on chart, you will see that this is absolutely correct. So you got the support and resistance levels, and of course the explanation. You got the disclaimer, the risk warning, and the copyright issue, the copyright text for you. And of course, if you click open chart, I think the same chart will open. There you go, but on a different time frame. This is 4-hour time frame. Okay, so let's stick to the 4-hour time frame, no problem. Let's stick to the 4-hour time frame. You got the pivot level, you got the targets 1.1960, 1.19 there's 1998. And if you hover around this is what I wanted to show you before. If you hover around the target, you see there is this window pops in, and you can see that you got exactly the same window that is on your right hand side. Yeah, so you can trade from the chart basically. So you got target, you got pips, you got USD, which is the same statistics that you have on your just here. So if you do this, or if you hover around the target level, there you go. You can click here. Of course, if you click, then you will enter the trade. So let's see. Let's enter the trade. There you go. How much I got? I got 1 micro lot. So okay, that's fine. 1 micro lot. Take profit automatically on the screen. You can of course move it up and down. Stop loss automatically on the screen. On the chart, you can move it up and down. You can modify it. You just click on it here, and you can modify it if you like digits. If you don't like the digits, what you can do is to move it. Just click on this and hold your mouse button, and of course leave it when you reach the interesting level for you. If not, then you can of course move it back to your desired level. The same situation is with the take profit. You can move it here, you can move it here. Let's move it to the top. Let's move it to the top. There you go. This is our trade live on the market. Okay, let's say you've made a mistake. Let's say you've made a mistake. You said, one micro lot is not that much. Let me just do something else. Let me just modify this. So you click here. Okay, and what you can do, you can basically add a little bit, let's say 0.09. That's not a problem here, and you can do this thing here. You can buy 0.08 lots at this price to add 0.8 lots to the position, and this is exactly what you want to do. Okay, so what do you have here is 0.09 lots all together. So right now you added almost to the desired amount, quantity, as they said. So what you want now is 0.01 lot, and now what you can do, it's a sell now. Okay, what you can do now is you can sell 0.8 lots, okay, to close the 0.8 lots of the position. You don't want to do this. Basically, what you want to do is to add 1.1 micro lot. So you want to have 1 mini lot here in the quantity terms, right? So what you want to do, okay, double the position, as you can see under this feature. It's not exactly what you want to do because our quantity would be 0.18, so that's a little bit too much. So of course we can place the trade manually. However, if you want to, let's say, modify position, advanced protection, setting position info, let's try again, modify position 0.1 lots. Now it keeps telling you that all you can do is to sell 0.8 lots. So you can modify this position only once. However, you can still buy, basically, this is a buy. You can still buy using the quick trade panel, let's say 1 micro lot, of course, but you want the same price. You want the same price exactly as you had this 0.09 lots of the position on the cable. So what you do, basically, what you do now is you look at the symbol. This is the cable because it's a cable. You look at this entry level, 1.18958. So what are you going to use to add 1 micro lot? Of course, you are going to use a buy limit order, just as in the previous video. So let's use the buy limit order to make sure that we are filled exactly at this level. So what we do, we click new order. We want to use limit order. We want to use buy limit order on a British pound to American dollar. Entry price is 1.1895.8. There you go. The quantity is 1 micro lot. This is what we want to do. There you go. And for now, we are not playing with the stop loss and take profit. We just place an order. So the order had been placed, and we are waiting for this order to be filled. So let's switch to the, let's say, 5-minute window. Of course, we are doing this because we want to get filled at. We want to see how this level will be filled, if it will be ever. But I guess that we might be filled very, very, very quickly using this type of the order. Again, just to remind you guys why I have used the buy limit order. I use it because I want to be sure I will be filled exactly at this price, and I don't want to trade right now. I don't want instant buy or instant sell. In my situation, I'm talking about instant buy. So I won't place market order. I have placed buy limit order with the price of 1.1895.8, and I'm waiting to get filled. As soon as market goes there, I will be filled, and my whole position will be, of course, equal to 1 mini lot. So I'm patiently waiting for my position to get filled. It might be filled, it might never be filled. We never know that where the market goes next. However, we are still waiting for the position to be filled. Of course, if we are in hurry, or if we really want to enter the market for any price, we don't care, we just want the position, you can do this quick trade, well, and you click here, and there you go, 1 micro lot is already placed. So as you can see, this micro lot has been filled on a different price, which is why is now on the separate window. I'm going to close it because that was just for show. So I've closed this position, and what I want to do is I want to wait for the market to fill my my position. I think it might be done quickly. So this is how it use. This is how it works. Basically, we won't get into the situation, the further situation, and we won't follow this trade, which is just for show, to educational purposes only. So what next market should we try? Let's try US dollar to Japanese yen. What do we have here? And as you can see here, there is no trading central. You see, it's not always present, right? This trading central research and analysis is based on actual research and actual analysis. So if there is no trading opportunity, if there is no setup, there is no trading central analysis for example, US dollar to Japanese yen. Okay, so it's not here because there is nothing worth of noticing or worth of trading. Aussie to American dollar, anything here? Not quite so, not quite so. No trading central, no trading central here. US dollar to the Canadian dollar, anything here? Anything here on the US dollar to the Canadian dollar? No, not really as well. Or maybe something on the crude oil, anything on the crude oil? Not really, not today, not this time. So as you can see, you got plenty of markets. Of course, I'm using the popular markets tab, but you got the indices, you got the US shares, European shares, you got ETFs, iShares ETFs, you got, of course, the Forex market, metals, Asia Pacific shares, energies, and the cryptocurrencies. We got Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. So this is the situation on the trading central. This is the description of the trading central and how it can be used in your trading. Let's find out what is going on in our trade. On just a quick recap, what is going on here. We are already in profit, like $10 and something. We've been filled. However, the other trade, as you can see here, let me just take a look. Yes, euro dollar is here, the old trade, and the one that I wanted to, oh, I've closed the wrong one. Okay, I closed the wrong one. I suppose I closed the one that was the buy limit, and and my order, my quick trade order is still here. So unfortunately I clicked the wrong one. However, it's still trading. So okay, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with this, and of course I can modify this order that I entered as a quick trade. For example, stop loss can be put, take profit can be used. So let's say, what's the take profit for the previous one? 1.20 1.2035. So the take profit is 1.20. Let's say, let's use the same situation, 35. There you go. And the stop loss 1.1834. So 1.1834. There you go. Protect. And if you click protect, take profit and stop loss has been placed on the market. So okay, let's just leave it like that. So as you can see, cool feature, very cool feature, saving your time, saving your effort to do your own research, to do your own analysis. However, I need to say that it is really a good thing. And it's really something that every trader, investor, speculator, whoever you are, whatever your time horizon is, you should do your own research. You should do your own analysis. However, if you agree with the Trading Central research analysis provided, you are absolutely free to trade this kind of research. As you can see, plenty of the explanation, all of the levels are here, all of the information that you need are here. You just click on the open chart. When you click it, they're on the screen and you are able to trade them. Just click the correct button on intraday or short-term time horizon, basically. So this is how it looks like on the Trading Central. Very cool feature for the cTrader. Let me just take a look if there are any questions. So I will just go off the full screen mode and let me just see if there are any questions. If you have any questions, just hit me with them right now. And in the meantime, you are writing them down. Let me just go back to the TopFX web page and let me just inform you about the current promotions. We have 50% deposit bonus. You can get 50% on your deposit. Of course, please notice the fact that terms and conditions apply. If you want to know more, learn more by clicking on this link. And 30% non-farm payroll deposit bonus, so you can trade the non-farm payroll report with an extra 30% off on your deposit. It's valid only for the deposits over $100. Terms and conditions apply. They are just here. And if you want to know more, you just click on this specific link. It's on the website and you will have all of the details. So those are the current promotions on the TopFX. Let me just take a look if there are any questions regarding the Trading Central. There you go. Is the TC available on the desktop version? Of course, yes, Peter. It is available on the desktop version as well. So let's just answer this. Yes. Okay, I want to write it down, but they want me to speak the answer. Okay, yeah. It's the Trading Central is available in the web version of the cTrader, desktop version of the cTrader, mobile version of the cTrader, any version of the cTrader. Basically, it doesn't matter what kind of a operating system you are using. It is there because it is an internal feature of the cTrader, which is provided by the TopFX broker, which is why it's available on every platform. So this is how it looks like, guys. If you don't have any questions, I can see that you don't have any more questions. So I would like to thank you very much for today's meeting. Please be informed that the next time we will talk about another cool feature of the cTrader, which is called Auto Chartist. Very, very nice, very practical, very helpful feature. So let me just invite you right now for the next webinar regarding the becoming a cTrader master, and we will go through all of the cool features of the cTrader. And as you can see, I will be doing the trading examples. I will be doing the modifications of the trades as well, for you guys to get more experience, more education. Of course, this is for the educational purposes only. I'm using the demo account, as you can see, so there is no problem if I make some unnecessary trades there or fake anyway, because this is why you use the demo account. Basically, that's why they created the demo account, to learn, to educate. And this is what, and if you are proficient, if you are like self-sufficient, and if you are good in what you do on the demo, you can go to your real account and trade for real money. Nothing can stop you from doing this. So please feel invited to the next webinar. Next week we will talk about the auto charters. I hope it will be educative. I hope it will be informative. I hope you will find many tips and tricks of how to use this cool feature, how to incorporate this feature to your trading strategy, and use it in your everyday trading. So I can see, oh, there is one more question. I have USD selected, and I don't see it. You just need to click on the correct menu, as I showed by the on the webinar. It's here on the right hand side. Let me just check it. Yes, there you go. You got the Trading Central here in that list of the in that menu, right hand side menu here. Okay, our time is up. So thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for being with me during this meeting, and I hope we will meet each other next week. So have a good week, happy trading, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.